So hello, this is Mrs. Snook with section 1.1, lines in the plane. And the objectives for the lesson is to be able to find the slopes of lines, to write linear equations given points on the line and their slope. We're also going to write slope-intercept forms of equations and sketch the lines. And we're going to use the slope to identify parallel and perpendicular lines. Now this all should be a review for you, so let's go ahead and get started. First is finding the slope of a line. And I've got 3 sets of points here, and I'm going to use those to find the slopes of those lines. You may recall the slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so what you're going to do is you're going to put in the y coordinates and the x coordinates into the slope formula and calculate the slope. So here's our first one, m equals. Now it doesn't matter which point is point 1 and which point is point 2, just be consistent. So I'm going to do y2 minus y1. Here's my y's, 1 minus 0. Now the x's, I got to go in the same order, so I'm going to do 3 minus negative 2, and that's going to give me 1/5. Here's our second one, m equals. Now notice this. When I do y2 minus y1, I'm going to get a 2 minus 2 in the numerator. That means I'm going to have a 0 in the numerator. And anytime I have a 0 in the numerator, the answer is just 0. So I don't really have to go ahead and do the denominator, but let's go ahead. I'm going to do a 2 minus negative 1, and that's going to be 0 over 3, which equals 0. Last one, m equals negative 1 minus 4 over 1 minus 0. I get a negative 5 over 1. And as a reminder, anytime you have 1 in the denominator, that's basically just a whole number. So this really is negative 5. Next up, oh, that was fun. Let's go back to where I was. All right, next up, we're going to find the point slope form of the equation of the line. Now, point slope looks like this. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the slope, and I'm going to put in the point, and that's going to give me the equation. Right here, slope of 3, so that's m. Here's x1 and y1. Just plug it in. Y minus negative 2 equals 3 times x minus 1. Now, I would prefer that you didn't stop here. Go ahead and simplify. So what we have here is a y minus negative 2. Let's go ahead and simplify that. That becomes y plus 2 equals 3 times x minus 1. And that is our answer right there. Okay, now we're going to do a linear model to predict profits. So this comes from the world of business. This is a practical real-life situation. And when you do these type of word problems, my recommendation is to do 3 reads. That means read it 3 times. And here's why. You're not even going to know what it wants you to do until you get to the end. And by the time you're at the end, you've forgotten the information they've given you. So you can't just read it once and know exactly what to do. Read it 3 times. For the first read, just look for the story. What's the situation? For your second read, what does it want you to do? I'm just going to write do, like, what do I do? And then the third one is the information. So if you do 3 reads, you'll be able to do this very easily. So we have, during 2006, Research in Motion's net profits were $631.6 million. And in 2007, net profits were $1,293.9 million. Write a linear equation giving the net profits y in terms of the year x. Then use the equation to predict the net profits for 2008. Pause your video right here and read through the problem 2 more times. And then hit play again, and we'll go ahead and solve the problem. All right, so we have y is your profits. X is the year. Always helpful to define your variables. We are asked to write a linear equation for the net profits, and then use that equation to predict the profits in 2008. Now, to write the equation of a line, I need, at the very least, a slope and a point. But what they've given us here is actually 2 points. I have 2006. I have 2006 and $631.6 million. I then have 2007 and $1,293.9 million. So I'm going to use that to come up with points. So here is our points. I'm going to write it over here on this side. We have 2006, 631.6. That's 1 point. We have 2007, 1,293.9. That's the other point. But at this time, you want to grab your calculator. And you should have a calculator like this. And we're going to go ahead and calculate our slope. So our slope is going to be, we're going to do y2 minus y1, so 1,293.9 minus 631.6 over 2007 minus 2006. So pause your video and calculate the slope. I got 662.3. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick one of the points, and it doesn't matter which one. So pick one of those points, and we're going to use that point to write our equation in point-slope form. So y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use our first point, the 2006 and 631.6. So y minus 631.6 equals 662.3 times x minus 2006. So that right there is a linear equation. Let's go ahead and convert this into slope-intercept form. Easiest way to do that is to distribute. So we're going to distribute the 662.3, and then we're going to add the 631.6. All right, so when I did that, this is the equation I got. And now what I'm going to do is the next thing they asked was the prediction. So I'm going to put in 2008 for x. So go ahead and plug that in and see if you get the same thing I get. I got y equals $1,956.2. Now let's do a quick sanity check. So I noticed that in 2006, I had 631.6 million. And then in 2007, 1,293.9 million. So the y that I calculated should be bigger because it keeps going up. And I have 1,956.2. And that is greater than our 1,293.9. So we're good. All right, next is we are going to determine the slope and the y-intercept from each linear equation and then describe the graph. So if you remember slope-intercept form, that's y equals mx plus b. M is your slope, and b is the y-intercept. So just look at the equations, and you can pick out the slope and the y-intercept by inspection. So x plus y equals 2. What I need to do first is convert this into slope-intercept form. So I need to subtract x from both sides, and I get y equals negative x plus 2. So now that I'm in slope-intercept form, by inspection, I can say that my slope is negative 1, and the y-intercept is 2, or the coordinates 0, 2. Now it says describe the graph. Because this slope is negative, the graph is descending as you go from left to right. It looks something like this. This is just a sketch, but that's what it looks like. And in your book, it wants to know, is it increasing or decreasing as it goes from left to right? So when I look in this direction, graph is decreasing, and it crosses the y-axis at 2. Now my next one is y equals 2. So if you put this in slope-intercept form, it looks something like this. Y equals 0x plus 2, which means its slope is 0, and the y-intercept is 2. So a 0 slope means that this is horizontal. So a sketch of this graph looks like that. So the description of this line is horizontal line crosses y-axis at 2. All right. Next one is we're going to use a graphing utility to graph the line. It's important to realize that the line of the graph may not visibly appear to have a slope indicated by its equation. And the reason for that is if you're zoomed you way out or way in, it can be really hard to see what the graph looks like on your screen. So what we're going to do is we are going to graph on your calculators, graph the line y equals 2x plus 1. So I'm going to get mine going. 2x plus 1, graph. And then it says here to use the square setting. So if I go to zoom, I press my zoom button right here, and then I go down to square. There, that's what my graph looks like. Here, I'll get a little closer so you can see. So go ahead and try this on your calculator. And does that visually look like it's 2? And I think it does. I'm just going to draw a sketch of what my screen looked like. Okay, our next one is we're going to do equations of parallel lines. Now, when lines are parallel, their slopes have to be the same. That's the key to answering this kind of question. So we're going to find the slope-intercept form of the equation that passes through the point 2, 1 and is parallel to 2x minus 3y equals 5. So what we're going to do is first convert into slope-intercept form. So the first thing we're going to do is subtract 2x from